Hey, so if you saw my previous forum posts or photos about my Jebao pump that I was feeling, it's because they had tons and tons of calcification, calcium carbonate that's all over here and it's everywhere. So I gave it a muriatic acid bath. I think this was probably a 5% solution, so pretty weak. But regardless, I think even that bath wasn't good enough to get everything. No, it wasn't this pump that was running. It was a weaker pump that I had in this bucket, just a fan basically, and that worked on the exterior but not the internal parts. And I was wondering how the hell do I open this? And I will show. Basically, what you'll see is the Jebao smart pumps come with the following items: this attached, and this white just like safety piece attached. So the white safety piece, it's pretty obvious where it goes. If you just look at this, it just goes on top of here and it screws in. Bam, whatever. What's not obvious though, you look at this pump, you look at this motor, and you're like, okay, it's got kind of like a square body right here. If you look at this, looking at it the first time, you don't see like obvious threads or anything like that. So you might think, hey, I'm just gonna yoink it out, or I just can't open it. But in reality, you just turn it counterclockwise, and it's a pain in the ass to do. You turn it counterclockwise until I think on this model it was like 45 degrees, something like that, or maybe it's 90 degrees. I don't remember. You'll know, and it depends on your actual DC pump. But once you have that, you can pull it off. And once you pull it off, you can scrub with a toothbrush. And the problem that I was facing, I'll show. And again, this is after cleaning, which is very, very surprising. The problem I had, and oh, there's a piece missing. When I say missing, it's just in there. Okay, well, it's in there. I don't know if you can see it. That little white plastic ring. Well, I pulled it out with the impeller. I pulled it out with an impeller because there was that much calcium carbonate attached to it, and it was pretty much completely attached, and you could see there were chunks. And so what would happen is that is basically where you would expect this this rotor to basically rotate like this, right? But because there's so much calcium carbonate right on here, basically your friction coefficient goes to like up the fucking wazoo. And so removing a little piece of human hair there. So anyways, that was my problem. And once I cleaned it off a little bit, I realized that, okay, so once I cleaned it off a little bit, that is that. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you. So when I cleaned it off, just a little bit, it wasn't completely working. I still saw that the pump was doing this kind of like it. So the way the controller works is to test that the pump works first. It sends like a couple cycles of like 0 watts to 5 watts, 0 watts to 5 watts. But what was happening the first time I scrubbed this is it would just go like barely move, and I'm exaggerating how much it moved. It maybe moved like something like that. It barely vibrated. And so anyways, I did 2, 3, 4 more scrubs, and finally after that I was able to get it actually spin and no longer post a error 04 error here. If you don't know what error 04 means, it's Jebao's error code that basically means, hey, your impaler is stuck. Go clean your shit. So anyways, That what I'm going to do now, as you can see, there is still a crap ton of calcification everywhere, and I cleaned off most of my other equipment. Like here, you can just see the casings of old vermted steels, but whatever. And these are also clean. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. This is a weak bath, thankfully. So, see, this is mostly clean. There's a little bit left over. And there's so much calcium carbonate that was in there. Like I did 6 or 7 pieces of my equipment. That this water is turning a little bit murky, and I think it's starting to neutralize a little bit too. But it's going to be enough to take care of this if I use this pump to clean itself. And that was kind of the problem. I couldn't get it to. I couldn't get this acid bath to reach the most gramiest places in the darkest corners, basically inside of the Impaler. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Clean this off with another acid bath. Run this with my controller. I'll probably run this for an hour because the bath is starting to lose its effectiveness. If you just saw the video, like I actually just plopped my hand in there without even without any caution. So yeah. So anyways, if you ever experience my same issue, well, you can refer these steps and it hopefully helps you out.